Jesse, you've been here many years. How big is this game this weekend?
You're trying to say I'm old? No, it's huge. I mean, everyone knows what it's about. To get that win at Saracens was huge, but it's really good that coming towards this weekend. Obviously, Sale, very good side. It's huge for us, for the fans, for everybody to keep our season alive, really. And like I've said to a few people, all we can do is concentrate on ourselves, make sure we get the win, and the rest will sort itself out. And what will be. And hopefully we can put on a really good performance towards the end of the season, well, at the end of the regular season for the fans anyway.
Rob often talks about the table doesn't lie. You're going into this last round, fourth in the table. It's quite an achievement.
Yeah, it's huge. Again, like I say, it's one of those where we're trying to make history each year, and we've made the Champions Cup, and that's massive, especially for the fan base, especially for the players, new players that are coming in, players that haven't played in that Champions Cup before. But for me, this club, ceases to. It just impresses me. There's no sort of stopping. If there's a brick wall in front of you, we're always going through it. Getting into that semi-final is huge in the European. Maybe next year we can get to that final and maybe win it. And like I say, if we can secure ourselves that top 4 spot, it will be massive for the club and a massive statement for the league as well.
Sale Sharks this weekend, a side that we know well. Yeah. 2 defeats in the last. Still hurting that result here last April.
Yeah, it does. More because more especially to obviously the fans, but also to us, because the boys that were involved. We know that wasn't our performance. We're not like that week in, week out, and that performance you saw at the weekend against Saracens is what we want. Plus 10. At the weekend. So yeah, it does still hurt us, but we've had a really good training week. We've had a short turnaround. We've concentrated on ourselves, which is huge. Everyone's fit and ready, and like I say, with a packed out Sandy Park, I mean, there's nothing else to get ready for the weekend for really than donning your boots and hopefully getting a big win for the Chiefs, and hopefully you can secure that top 4 place.
I was going to say, there's a lot of chat about 2 going into 3 in that top 4, but Sale themselves have something to play for going into this weekand.
Yeah, that's right. They're one eye on the Champions Cup, so they're going to come down here. They're not going to lay down. They're going to fight for every blade of turf, as they say. So. We've got to be on our guard, and we've analysed them, and we know we've got some quality players. We know that Cipriani, he runs the ship, and hopefully if we can put some pressure on the team, almost do every action really well. Maybe hunt the ball a lot and tackle exactly what's in front of us. Hopefully we can negate them and like I say, turn the victory towards us. But like I say, it's going to be a tough encounter. But nothing better than a warm Saturday day in front of 12,500, etc. Watching the Chiefs, and it's going to be a big spectacle. And hopefully we can win the game.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you, mate.